And hopefully that's coming through good. And it looks like we are live there, and a bunch of other places. So let's get back with it. What was I just about to do? Was I about to transition?
You were going to commercial break.
Thank you, producer Missy. Hitting record. But anyways, other than my clock situation, you know what time it is? It's pizza time. And we give a shout out to our good friends supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. Our friends Slice on Broadway in Beachview, Carnegie, East End, and PNC Park, home of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Go check them out. It is delicious. The finest of pizzaness in Pittsburgh. I know, Kraus, you've gone 2 months without it. I know you were
very good.
You were digging on it when you got it in here. There you go. So go check them out. Our good friends support us for a long time. Slice on Broadway, 4 fantastic locations in Pittsburgh, and they've been supporting us for a long time in the podcasting world. So let's get into a few stories from our Facebook group on AwesomeCast. We guys put a lot of great stories out there through the week. We share a lot of what we talk about here on the show. First of all, Brian Crawford, our friend at phmuseums.com, sent us a story. I hate that it's TMZ, but it's a real story. Suitable for Dudders being here, but I know she's out on assignment somewhere in the world. So, Pornhub's in the news.
Again.
Yeah. How about that? Oh, man, I need to reset this. Pornhub's in the news again. And apparently they got sued for not being accessible to the deaf.
Wow.
Which is a big deal. That's usually an extremely expensive fine.
So we're talking about, and I did not get a chance to go through this, but are we talking about descriptive? I guess getting through the website is probably a problem for the deaf, right? Define what you're looking for. So
for the deaf, I mean, there's a search.
So here's, according to the docs obtained by TMZ, the plaintiff says a lack of closed captioning violates their rights under the the deaf. I'm thinking
Blind.
the blind. Okay, so there's no closed captioning on the videos, and that violates their rights under the Americans with Disabilities Act. So how do they not have like YouTube will auto caption at the very least?
But that's a YouTube technology, right?
That's true. Like, they can't license something like that?
Here's a question that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Generally speaking, the language that's used for some other products.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm watching a movie, there's dialogue, there's text, there's different things happening.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with pornography, how much dialogue is there?
Well,
you'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, I'm not saying it's
but
good dialogue, but if you're really into the story, I understand why this guy's upset. Listen, I need a situational awareness to get to the thing. Like, that's my thing, whatever that is, and whatever situations there are. Also consider, stuff on Pornhub is not necessarily being put there by Pornhub.
That's true.
Other people are uploading it themselves. Other people are taking other content.
That's
I know
true.
for a fact that content I have created is on Pornhub. That was not initially meant to be porn, by the way. But you guys got some weird things going on with wrestling footage. But we do not close caption just for cost on our end, because we're mass producing this stuff and at scale and low cost for wrestling. So there's that.
So are you leaving yourself liable?
I would know. Pornhub's that's a good question, I guess. Am I?
By not closed captioning.
Let's not talk about that on this show while I consult my lawyer.
Yeah.
Okay, here's another question that I have with it. So I know that we've done closed captioning on like WWE content for Brian.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's cool. I know how horrible closed captioning can be, to the extent that I hear what it's saying just fine, and when I'm reading what it's interpreting, sometimes it's not accurate.
So the goal should be to not rely, when you're using closed captioning on already recorded content,
It's going to be better typically.
what you're going to do is you're going to let the AI close caption it and then go back and read
And fix it.
and fix
And
it.
trust me, I'm trying to figure out solutions with that with what we have. Like, we are turning on auto captioning for everything, including this show. and seeing what happens right now, and so at least there's something happening. And then the next step I'm looking at, and again, this is at our scale. Like we don't have a big budget, to do this stuff. Does it help to take that and re-edit it, right, and have somebody do that versus somebody first run through closed caption? And it is something I'm looking at, and it's also something with wrestling.
Because you have to time code. I would think do it manually up front is much more expensive and time consuming.
Oh, yes.
Than doing
Missy
let the
does
AI do
transcription
it and then fix
it. And she's just doing transcription. She's not doing coding for the times. And I've done short form stuff for podcast advertisements for that. Also, I have done closed captioning for an entire 10-minute video for safety training in DVD format.
And how long did that take?
Forever, because it was also likely in a foreign language. So this is a heavy thing, and when you're doing something at scale, like Pornhub should, maybe they will after this, for what they're doing at scale, if this is a concern of theirs, look into those automatic solutions. I'm sure they can input something. Is something wrong with the headphones over there? Are you okay, Chilla?
Yeah, they're pinching me weird.
You got pinchable head, I think.
I do have a pinchable head.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on here.
And I'm trying to figure out which one's left and which one's right.
I don't think does it. Well, I guess for fit, there's L's and R's on there
for
somewhere.
Fit, there's L's and R's on the inside.
Yeah.
Like where your thumb is.
That's why it hurts.
You had it on wrong.
Oh, that's much better.
It helps if the headphones are on the right way.
I'm weird with my headphones because I like one off and one on, but occasionally I'll flip it back.
He's just trying to be an 80s DJ.
Here's my thing. He's supposed to be our tech guru, and he doesn't know how to operate a pair of headphones.
Well, he's not operating headphones. He's placing them on his head.
Listen, we're supposed to be the AV professionals here at Sorgatron Media, and that's just, maybe we need to better mark these, or remind them, make sure you put them on the right way. I don't know. We need to be inviting
color
our
code
guests. Listen, color code. Yes. Anyways. What the hell are we? What's next? We're running long on this, probably. Yes. But anyway.
Japan and the miniature cats.
Get to Japan and the miniature cats. Furniture for cats. I want to help furnish a room for Dutter's collection of cats right now. Miniature Japan, the country of Japan apparently, releases a range of miniature furniture for cats. There is a cat sleeping on a cat-sized bed.
And how did they get that cat to go on that bed? That's the question.
Maybe they tranquilized it. I don't know. That cat looks like it's doing just fine on that couch right there.
My cat climbs on everything and will invade our entire upstairs if we let it. So
get matching big person versions. This is fantastic.
Yeah, because that cat's not going to sit on the big person version.
Great.
That cat is immediately going to jump on the big person version.
Exactly. Thank you,
cat
owner.
Oh no! Hold on. What is this video doing? I don't know. It's in Japanese. There's the cat. It's sneaking up on that bed. There it is. It just no. We put catnip in the bed. We put something in there for it to go check out, or we just tired out the cat before this thing happened. Jeez. Yeah, this is very, very in Japanese.
This needs closed captions.
This is what needs
English.
No, that's a translation. I think that's a little different, isn't it?
That's a little bit of both. Because usually when they do that, they're closed captioning and then using a translator to the closed caption.
Oh, of course. So there's that. Brian Crawford, pghmuseums.org, submitted that as well. Missy, you have something. What the hell did Ford do? Also including animals.
It's a prototype. It's not anything that they're looking to do, but they've built it. It's a noise canceling kennel to protect dogs from firework noises.
Ooh.
So I know here in Beachview we have rogue fireworks going off
all summer.
I heard some the other day. Like,
are you serious?
Yes.
At Dormont, it's pretty much.
Dude, they love fireworks
all
around
the time.
here.
It's year round.
Okay.
Wait, in my neighborhood, that's called gunfire.
No, because it's a question of is it gunfire.
No, here is
yeah. You can actually see the little sparkles up over over here.
Here we play a game: gunfire or fireworks in the city.
Yes, here there are definitely fireworks. Occasionally gunfire, mostly fireworks.
Yes, yes.
But it can be
enough plausible deniability for fireworks.
It can be. it can be a problem for dogs.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen in
Oh,
like our
yeah.
neighborhood thing that there are dogs that, especially during the summer months around the 4th of July, the Super Bowl is another fun time that people are out with fireworks. And New Year's,
Gunfire.
there's a bunch of other stuff with fireworks.
Well, this Scotty dog is not happy about fireworks.
Yeah, so the dog can go in there, and it's a safe space for them. It's kind of sound canceling, and it honestly.
By the way, this video closed caption for you guys on video.
Oh yay! So yeah, that's essentially what Ford is looking to do, and like there's, if you look down through the article, it indicates that it's helped 5,000 dogs and owners with behavior problems. And a dog trainer who's done that has helped with the design for it. But it's kind of cool that they're looking to do that.
Awesome. By the way, and follow up in the chat room too. Chachi says they trained Chewy to use the bed stairs with cheese. So there you go. I think when we were talking about the cast too. Podness is growing up. We had to give our dog Ativan in the 4th of July during thunderstorms.
Oh, wow.
This is a serious thing. Like, listen, dog anxiety is a real thing. So, all right, I want to keep moving. Thank you, Missy, for that. Chilla, wait, is this in the wrong? Am I in the wrong? Chilla, you put this in the wrong thing. You're not in the right place. Yeah,
I'm not in the right.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
in the
That's
wrong
fine.
place at the
That's
wrong time.
fine. You're cool. Anyways, hey, a lot of stuff going on here in-house here at Sorgatron Media. If you're interested in your own podcast or video production or anything of the sorts, please go check out our in-house development here. Sidekick Media Services. Let us be the sidekick in your superhero project, whether that be podcasting, video, all the things I just said, live events. We do a lot. We're setting up for a pretty big event coming up here in the near future. Go check out what we've been working on and websites, all kinds of stuff. Helped out with pghmuseums.org, actually, and talking with a lot of great people, including working on something great for this network. Hey, we just had Sally Wiggin in here in the studio earlier this week, or last week, actually. My weeks are blending together. Earlier this month for our friends at the broadcast. We've been helping them with keeping that show rolling forward. So go check that out and check out all the work we've been working on at sidekickmediaservices.com and find out how we can help you with your superhero project. Okay, now I'll go get whatever Chilla had in the wrong spot.
You can just do the first one because
The first one? So
I didn't realize Kraus had the second one.
We are highly invested in Wise cameras. I have 2 more in my cart ready to go as soon as I have a couple bucks. But I had to buy a soundboard for our house and maybe more for the studio. But Wise, I know, has had a lot of weird stuff happen with, of course, a security breach, and we know that they're going to lose their person detection.
So and they lost it in the last firmware update.
Mm-hmm.
If you updated your firmware, there's no more.
Shoot, I just did that today.
No more person detection for you.
And that was helpful.
Yep, it definitely was helpful. And they really didn't explain why.
They just said the deal ended or something.
The
didn't
deal
they?
the deal ended, and like they didn't have some right to carry forward. I can't remember the fine print.
They couldn't carry forward the feature.
Yeah, and I think we got that announcement around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was like November.
And lo and behold, in the last week, we now know why.
Mm-hmm.
The company, what was it? AI.
XNOR
AI has been bought by Apple. The theory is that they're going to be using it to make Siri smarter. That did all on-device detection and didn't require the internet back end, which is pretty impressive based on what it's doing. And when you think of, it's not like the Wise camera has like some huge CPU or some huge onboard memory. Because when you think of when you flash the firmware, it's not a huge file, right?
Right.
So that being said, my thought process is this is going to make a very interesting story come either WWDC this year or WWDC next year.
We'll see where they go.
Yep.
Well, if it just happened, they'll probably need a little time. So probably next year's a better.
Yeah, because whatever they bought, unless it's something that's complete plug and play what they have going on, or maybe they're already working on something.
And they
right?
found something. This will just fix a problem they had or something.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Well, then, and I look at it like look at what Wise did with it, with their apps and with the device. I can't imagine it'll be too hard to integrate should they choose to, and I think it'll be one of those. You get things 1 and 2 this year, and you get 10 more things next year.
Yeah, we know they're slow with stepping up. I mean, to detriment and positivity, right? So, all right, Kraus.
Well, since you're talking about cameras,
Yes.
why do people keep putting cameras in the quote-unquote sensitive parts of their home?
I think they're not thinking about what they're doing. Maybe they don't have a consciousness for that.
Or maybe they need a camera there at some times.
Yes.
So
That
for
was
instance,
that was a discussion that just happened on This Week in Tech or something, didn't it? Or,
I
or
missed
maybe
that.
Daily Tech News Show or
Yeah.
something. But it was like, because somebody was talking about, actually, I think it was iOS Today now I think about it. One of the million podcasts that I listened to, definitely not the one about WWE. But who knows? They were talking about. Oh, my video paused again. Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
and right there
guys.
too.
Oh, this